Inside this magical box is something that's going to change RYOBI tools forever. And if you stick around, I'll show you some really cool tools that may blow your mind. And one, you can use either hunting or at a football game or many other uses. It's pretty cool. But you got to stick around. Let's go. Okay, so maybe the box isn't magical, but what's inside the box is magical. Or more specifically, what's inside this battery will change your RYOBI tools forever. And I mean all of your RYOBI tools, including the new stuff and the old stuff that goes back 20-something years now. 300 plus tools can use this single battery, and it will upgrade those even if they're 20-something years old. RYOBI was kind enough to send this over for me to check out, but no money changed hands. I'm going to put it to the test. If you'd like to see any of these tools or the battery that I show today, link in the description and the pinned comment, as well as that View Products or Shop button right here on YouTube. Let's put it to the test. These are the new 18-volt lithium high-performance edge batteries from RYOBI. And they are significantly better than even the previous high-performance batteries and even more than the standard just 4 amp hour batteries. And the reason why is because of this tabless technology that's inside. These batteries give you 4x more runtime than your standard batteries, and so if you've been wanting a little more battery life out of your RYOBI batteries, the new Edge batteries are the way to go. And with their new intercell technology is what they're calling it, they say that this battery technology features advanced electronics allowing your batteries to last longer, think smarter, and deliver up to 2x more power. Not only that, they also run cooler. They have a new heat management system inside the battery too that's going to give you 50% more battery life over the life of the battery and reduce the temperature by 30%. If you don't know, heat is the enemy of most things in woodworking, and that includes your batteries. All that summed up, you get more power, you get more runtime, you get more battery life, and it runs cooler. All right, so the first test we're going to do is we're going to test the regular 4 amp hour battery against the Edge battery, and editor Chris, say hi Chris, he's going to keep time here to let us know which one performs at what pace, cutting 3 sheets stacked of 7/16 inch OSB. Originally I was going to do 2 3/4 inch sheets, but my local store didn't have any, so stacking 3 gives us almost 1.5 inches, so close enough. Pretty interesting that it stopped on me a couple of times. When I heard it bogging a little bit, it stopped. So what I had to do is just back off of it a little bit so that we could finish that cut. With the circular saw, I could tell a difference. You can feel the difference in the hand as you're making the cut through all of these layers of OSB. Now we're going to use the high performance Edge battery. It is a significant difference between the regular 4 amp hour battery and the Edge 4 amp hour battery. It's just putting out more power, and it cuts faster and just smoother overall throughout the cut. Not one stall, and it cut through it pretty cleanly. I was quite impressed with that. So that's a good sign. Now let's talk about the router. I set this straight bit at 3/8 inch deep. Now normally I wouldn't take a single 3/8 inch pass on this 1/2 inch wide straight bit because it's just a little bit too much for any trim router. You don't want to overtax a trim router, but I wanted to see what kind of performance we were going to get. And I was pretty surprised at the difference in power here as well. It did perform better with the higher performance versus the regular 4 amp hour battery, even if just slightly. But you can hear that difference in the motor performance even while cutting. And I think that's a significant upgrade. And then when you add the battery life in there, and you're not going to tax it like this normally. Normally I would have done half of that depth and then made the second pass at the other half to get it to the depth I wanted. But overall I was pretty impressed with this Edge battery on their new router. This is the new brushless router that they just come out with, that I'll also link in the description and the pinned comments or the View Products button here on YouTube. Next is a drill. This is a 2-inch big old Forstner style bit from Milwaukee that we're using here. Now I did put this setting on 1 for the drill because when you use big bits like this, it just works better on that number 1 setting. So as you see here, I'm powering through with the regular 4 amp hour battery, and it was kind of okay. It just did all right. It did stall a couple times. However, on the Edge battery, it just cut better. Smoother, no stalls, it just worked better. You can tell instantly when you're drilling or using these batteries, it is a perceivable difference between these two batteries, no matter what tool you put it on. All right, before we get to 2 tools that I think will blow your mind, I slept on this because I wasn't aware, because I don't have a Home Depot near me. They're 90 miles away. But I was not aware at the quality of the RYOBI Link storage system until this week. Until I got these in, I did not realize that they were so close as far as quality and durability goes as the Milwaukee Packout. And the Milwaukee fans are probably losing their mind right now. And I am a Milwaukee fan. I have a bunch of Milwaukee Packouts. They are very nice. There's no denying it. They're rugged, they're nice. However, RYOBI's are equally as nice. There's nothing I can tell as far as durability or difference goes in these. They have the nice heavy duty latches, nice robust top. Everything about them is just nice. The containers are very similar. They're just green instead of red. And they come in all shapes, sizes of anything that you want. They have wall mount options. They have pretty much anything. And now, like their new radio and stuff has the Link built into it so you can lock these down. This is a growing storage system that I think a lot of people are sleeping on, or at least I know I was, that you may not realize the value that they have here at these price points because they are nice. And on the wall storage stuff, they have like drill organizers or cordless tool organizer things that mount on the wall. Like they really have come a long way in just a short amount of time with this new Link system that's only been out a couple of years now. And of course, they all work together as a system. What's hard to come across on the video is how good this thing sounds. It sounds amazing. For such a tiny speaker, you can put this in your shop. It gets up loud enough that you'd be able to hear it pretty much anywhere you wanted to in your shop. I think it's like a 250 feet Bluetooth range, so you Bluetooth it to your phone anywhere in your shop, around your house. You're not gonna have to worry about this. Or in the backyard, just chilling around the fire pit, around the pool, taking this camping, tailgating, whatever you want. This would be a good little speaker to have. And because it's on the USB lithium platform, you can just recharge it on the go, either with just recharging the battery itself, or you can plug this in with USB-C and charge it and play it like that. It's very difficult to get this audio to come across as how good it sounds. It's really a cool little product. You do have controls right on the end for volume up, volume down, as well as play, pause, and the power. And this will also connect to bigger radios like the one I previously showed on the channel. This one, it's RYOBI Verse radio. This will connect to it so they both sync up so you can use them and basically have stereo sound, different parts of your shop or tailgate or backyard or whatever you want. Oh, and another huge benefit of this is it's waterproof and dust proof, so the dust or the water's not gonna bother it. And for what it is, has little pads on each end. It's pretty robust. This blew my mind. I didn't even see this coming from RYOBI, and it's one of those things that if you're already in the RYOBI platform, especially the USB lithium platform that they've got going, this might be something you want to pick up to make life easier or more comfortable, especially if you go to football games on Friday or Saturdays when it's cold, or if you go hunting, or if you go camping. Like, there's a whole bunch of uses for this. Not only is sitting on bleachers or in a deer stand or anything like that cold on the tush, it's uncomfortable because they're hard seats usually. This is RYOBI's new heated cushion. This is awesome. I wish I'd had this so many times when my kids were in band and other activities, soccer and all kinds of stuff where I'm sitting on those cold bleachers. This would have been perfect. Now, this will heat up to 150 degrees. There's 3 power settings. It is in that USB-C lithium platform. It can run off of 1 or 2 batteries to give you up to 5 hours of runtime. And it's quite comfortable to sit on. The squishy cushion doesn't collapse too much, so you're not just all the way down to whatever you're sitting on. And because it's 3 settings, you can low, medium, or high depending on how cool it is and how warm you want your tush. This is awesome and warm. It is quite warm and getting warmer, actually. I got it on the highest setting. It's warming up pretty good. This would be a lifesaver, camping, football, all kinds of good stuff. Check it out. Link in the description, pin comment for all of these tools, including the View Products button right here on YouTube. I'll give this to my daughter because she goes to a bunch of football games where her boyfriend's a coach, so this will help keep her warm. If you like this video, you'll love these RYOBI tools that include this radio and 4 more awesome tools. Click that box right there to go watch it. Click in the box, get you the big old virtual fist bump.